set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They go to the ground. Crosses to 35. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Aggies are facing third and inches. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Back swinging with the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big...
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Got his man quickly. They'll mark take him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they make? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I love it.
The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Quick strike complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. The quick out. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Down to the 30-yard line where he's stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These 2 old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference experience.
He'll take a shot. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
That is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Cutler. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Oh, and he missed it. No good. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. hauls it in.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes...
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. Grabs it in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Cutler. The throw to the outside is complete. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down, 10 yards to go. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop on the deep.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the... Sends it downfield. Makes a grab right down the middle. Gets loose in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away. Out, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, but didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him correct. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies can really attack on this short. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They'll go to the ground.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my...
Breaks into the open. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off the defender. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far.
And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Snagged out of the air.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The give from the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one.
Turning it on! Finds his man in the middle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Safe completion on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Dumps it to the back. And makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So now it's second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Aggies! They take the lead with the 6.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline the penalty.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Cutler. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it in the middle, it's Mayo. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Right down the boulevard. Fellas. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Back open in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. It's complete to the right. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Through the air, it's Cutler. Quickly complete. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first in overtime. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown ball! They've got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1. And now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Shields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime with the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Tennessee, 40. Texas A&M, 34.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's Cutler. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big today in college football, no doubt.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the answer here in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And he is stopped immediately immediately by the big defensive lineman. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a draw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it? So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Cutler. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Mayo. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Number 25 in the end zone.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Snagged in the middle. It's Mayo. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Cutler. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, catching the ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the opening play of the drive from the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Mayo. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Intercepted deep in his own end. The 2-minute timeout. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds the tight end. Sweet spin. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to...
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, they're after him! And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On target to the left. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must. He's got it, first down and more. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Cutler. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Going for it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Cutler. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, four-down territory. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the target. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
To the air, it's Cutler. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Going right to work up top. Got his man in the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Red pass is complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Mayo. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Cutler. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. And they'll take a knee. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive. Turning it on! He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Keeps it on the bootleg. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And now they've moved into the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit as he throws. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Cutler. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. A&M comes back out with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Under fire. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quickly to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the... Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Steps away. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is... Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air.
He's going for it all. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Immediately fires to the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on second down. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more. The Snake scores it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is like having an extra running back.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He just has a way of finding those creases as he gets out to the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's complete to the right, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Trying the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He couldn't quite get loose on. The give as they work on that clock. And he's stuffed. Big. Tackle up front.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? And we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts, just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Little touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll run it to the right side. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Breaks the tackle. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Fender.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Off play action. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Past the 40. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope...
Touchdown, Aggie! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this...
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of them. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Here on third down for this offense. To the air, it's Cutler. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Got the quick pass. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. They'll immediately call timeout. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Zings it complete to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Aggies.
Number 88 with the grab and the score.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
I love when you back the...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cutler. Right on the money. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, and a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Cutler. It's caught. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mayo. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down.
Here we go.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the option. Quick toss. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, and they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're going to score again. Yet another. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.